right, all right, all right. Thank you for joining today. This is going to be exclusively a YouTube show. Not going to put this on the podcast since it's going to be really specific to a visual, show here, visual episode. So, wanted to clue you in on what I am doing to grow audience around podcasting. So, one of the crucial things about a podcast, as you might know, is you want to hustle off of the podcast in order to grow your audience on the podcast. So that is, what I do, and that's what my business does for some clients and, for the, obviously the podcasting arm of the business here. So what I want to do is just bring you through kind of a really insider view here of how I, build out email marketing for, growing podcast audience. So here, we're onboarding a new client, and we are launching 2 podcasts for them at the beginning of September is the goal. And so, I went through and added their audience into a new instance of MailChimp. MailChimp is a great email marketing tool and software platform that I really enjoy using and really helps to deliver high quality emails to your list. So here, what I did is I went through and, went to my audience dashboard. I added those, those people into the audience and tagged them, based off of, specific things that I want to do. Next I go into these campaigns, and I'm still getting used to, this tool, to be honest, as well. So, I built out 3 things so far. First, I built out a landing page for people who are not necessarily tech savvy. I had James, creative lead here at Aura Media, develop a image, and then I did the content, the copywriting rather, and we built out a nice form to subscribe. And then we have some placeholders here that we need to, get going, and get replaced with some quality photos. So this is the, a way for the email subscribers to basically sign up and tag themselves and say, hey, I want episodes delivered to my email inbox. Maybe they're a little bit less tech savvy, don't really know how to subscribe to an email, but want to be consuming this. There was also, I just read this morning, 43% of people go to YouTube to listen to a podcast. So that's one thing that I'm thinking I'm going to do is drop in a YouTube link into their inbox every week, those who subscribe through this, and drop that YouTube link into their inbox. And then we also have, it's more of a social platform. So we can, if they comment or subscribe and their subscription is public, then we know who's involved. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. So that's one thing. Let's see. Let's go back. Go to our campaign. So then I built out 2 emails. The first is a pre-launch hype building email. And, we're building out a specific email address. I went in and put in some fun copy into the subject and preview text. And then I built out this email. It's nice, you can look at what it looks like on mobile or desktop. And then you also have, other inboxes that you can preview how this looks in Outlook, Gmail, what have you. So James, again, built out some great copy for this, and I built out great creative, and I built out the copy. And then, fill out the form to, subscribe. So that is the pre-launch. What should you be excited for in September? A podcast launch. Let's go. So that's exciting. So that's one email. And then the other email that I wanted to show is the announcement around the launch. So this will be sent once it's actually launched, new podcasts. And this, I'm going to use a tool that you click on this, subscribe here. It's then going to bring you into an app or a website rather, that screens what directories you have available to listen to a podcast on. So you'll be able to click on that and then click on Apple Podcasts and subscribe right then. So that's kind of cool. Like I had mentioned, we're doing a 2 podcast, deliverable for this company. One is market based on the green energy supply market, and the other is a project based. So this is a graphite mining company that wants to launch 2 podcasts with us. And, we're also doing newsletters. We're doing social media management, potentially do some blog posts as well. All kinds of good stuff. So I'm excited about that. So that is how I am going to start using email marketing to grow our podcast audience. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you joining again for this episode of the Business Over Breakfast podcast. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe and leave a nice review for us on whatever podcast directory, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, that you have chosen to consume this wonderful podcast. Make sure you tune in again, and we look forward to seeing you.